Tom Hudson, a tough loss to Trailfinders women tonight. What happened?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm going to have to go and have a hard look. Something I've already alluded to with the girls and in previous conversations, we looked really tired. We lost the battle of enthusiasm. We lost the battle of contact, of precision. I think we lost every battle by the first 5 minutes of the second half. I'm gutted. I'm gutted for the fans because on behalf of myself and the girls, we were honestly desperate to show this crowd a home win. We were absolutely desperate. So it's not lack of trying. There's not, we didn't think they'd have the win in the bag or anything like that, which usually coaches will throw at, players when performances like this happens. We look really tired, and I don't know if it's been a long season so far. Like, the girls have played a lot of games, a lot of minutes, and I'll have to go and have a long, hard look at our programme and see if we push them a little bit too far. That's all I've got.
Just before we delve into the Tigers' performance tonight, obviously credit has to go to Trailfinders women. What did they bring to the table?
Oh, they were superb. I have to say that's the only saving grace I've got for today. We didn't lose to a poor team today. We lost to a really good physical team. They went so hard at the breakdown. We couldn't deal with it. We mentioned it 3 or 4 times. We mentioned it every stoppage at half time. And they just looked energised. They'd certainly done their homework. We learned a lot about ourselves, about our weaknesses. They'd done their homework and they exploited that. I thought they were a really, really well put together team.
What kind of areas, and this is informing exactly what went wrong with the Tigers' performance, what kind of areas do you think they targeted?
Well, attacking breakdown, as I alluded to. I spoke to Barney, one of their coaches. They didn't. It wasn't something that they targeted for us, which confuses me because I haven't seen that in analysis of them. But we couldn't get anything from foot. We couldn't get any quick breakdown speeds. We couldn't get anything because they were putting, 1 or 2 numbers in, but really going hard. The ball was then spilling out, or Nan was then playing away when she didn't want to. And secondly, something that we did know was coming was their kicking game. They kick a lot of 9 contestable kicks. You don't see a lot of that in PWR at the moment, and it works so well for them.
In the first half, it was a bit of a strange game because the first 15 minutes, Tigers actually enjoyed a lot of possession. But as the half wore on, Trailfinders really just took control. And what do you think the main factors were for that?
Yeah, I mean, that happens. Like, we have a good attacking brand of rugby, something we pride ourselves on. We're always going to have chances in these games. It's whether we finish them or not. We didn't. And then equally, when you look at their chances, we gifted them a few, and they took some really nice ones as well.
Just to talk on a couple of the few positives from the game, Julia Amakwale, when she came on, looked absolutely excellent, and brilliant to see Amy Cockayne back on the field. Yeah.
I mean, you said it. They were probably, if I'm honest, the only 2 good things about today. I really enjoyed the crowd's reaction to Amy coming on. I'm really, really pleased she managed to get her first 30 minutes in a long time. I'm really pleased for her. I'm pleased for us, obviously. And Julia came on and did exactly what we thought she'd do, and just add a load of physical contact. Did well, got over the gain line. She instigated the first 5 minutes of the second half, which got us a try, which, like I think myself and the whole crowd thought, we thought was a comeback coming here. We never had a third, fourth gear that we could slip into.
And is that what you put it down to? Because they came flying out of the blocks, as you say, in that second half, but then just couldn't execute and then couldn't score again after that first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I do. Now, I'm not on the pitch. I take a lot of pride in what the girls come and tell me. Hot debriefs are always tough. The best ones are once we've seen. Girls will have a good night's sleep, get back to me on what they think. But yeah, I think our energy levels were down. Were really low. I don't think we tested Ealing enough to put any sort of pressure on them. But listen, as Amy alluded to in the team talk, we won't feel sorry for ourselves. We acknowledge we weren't good enough. We apologise to everyone here today. And I do know one thing for sure is you're going to see a really, really good reaction come Sunday next week.
Well, finally, as you've just touched on, one of the toughest tests in Allianz Premiership Women's Rugby, a visit to Saracens away next week. What will you be looking to see in terms of response from the girls during training?
Well, yeah, response is a good word, but I have no doubt, something that our girls are tremendously good at is backs against the wall, going away from home. Bearing in mind our 2 wins have come away from home. Against a really good team, we seem to thrive as underdogs. And yes, 95% of the time, that's good for us. It wasn't good for us today because we had two teams quite close in the league in terms of standings, in terms of points. You had two teams who are brand new to the league. You had two equal squads and ability of team. And I just don't feel like we had that underdog status, hence why I don't think we did very well today.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Tom. Cheers.